gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, the 100th video of 2019 is the NCAA Elite 8 preview. We have 8 teams left. We started with 68. We're down to 8. We have 3 1 seeds, 2 2 seeds, 2 3 seeds, and a 5 seed. Really no huge, crazy upsets. We have lost a 1 seed. Happened yesterday during the Sweet 16. Alright, out of the East, we have the number 1 seed, Duke Blue Devils, versus the number 2 seed, Michigan State Spartans. This is, the typical, not typical, but this is what they kind of do the brackets for you. The idea is to have a 1-2 seed matchup. Now, Duke has had 2 nail-biting games. One by 1 point and one by 2 points. While the Spartans, 11, 20, and 17, they just cruised in the end of the game. Is that going to help Duke or is that going to help Michigan State? Now, point-wise, Duke's scoring 79 a game, Michigan State 75. Field goal percentage. Zion Williamson is helping this a lot. Duke is right at 50%. Michigan State's 48.5. 3-point percentage, 37.5 for Duke, 36.4 for Michigan State. Free throws. Is it going to come down to free throws? Michigan State is at 84%, but Duke is at 64%. Duke's allowing more points at 70 a game, while Michigan State's allowing 59. Personally, I think that having those close games is helping Duke. They're going to know how to play for the whole game versus cruising with 10 minutes to go. I have Duke winning this. Even though Duke is my Final Four champion as well, I got Duke winning this. Straight up following the bracket on that one. Out of the West, we have the 1 seed Gonzaga versus the 3 seed Texas Tech Red Raiders. Bulldogs, they've been winning by double digits. They won by 38, 12, 14. The Red Raiders the same way. They won by 15, 20, and 19. Bulldogs are scoring 80 points a game. Texas Tech 71. Field goal percentage 49 to 48 Gonzaga. 3-point percentage 38 to 32 Gonzaga. Free throw 68 to 73 for the Red Raiders. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be probably anywhere in the 60 to 70 point range. Gonzaga's giving up 59, while Texas Tech is giving up 53. This could literally be like a 59-53 kind of game. I am picking the Bulldogs to win. Follow my bracket with that as well. So the Final Four, we have Duke versus Gonzaga. On to the South. We have the 1 seed, the Virginia Cavaliers, versus the surprise 3 seed. Really a surprise 3 seed? I mean, it's a 3 seed. It's not really a surprise. Purdue Boilermakers won the last game 99-94. First 2 games they kind of cruised 13 and 26, while Virginia, they won by 15, they won by 12, they won by 4. Very low scoring game for them, 53, 49. On the tournament, the Purdue Boilermakers, 82 points a game, Cavaliers, 62. Field goal percentage, Purdue 48 to 45. 3-point percentage, Purdue 44-28. Free throw, Purdue 61-60. Can Purdue continue their run here? I'm going against my bracket. I'm picking Purdue. I think they're hot. I think they are on a roll. I think they can outscore Virginia. So I got Purdue winning the South. Out of the Midwest, we have the 2 seed Kentucky Wildcats versus the 5 seed Auburn Tigers. Unique thing I looked up. Auburn is the only 5 seed to have won the first round this year. Every other 5-12 matchup in that first round was an upset by the 12 seed. Auburn, the only 5 seed to win on day 1, is in the Elite 8. They took an upset over Duke, but not Duke. North Carolina, but here they are. Kentucky, they won by 35 in the first round, 6-4, so they played a lot of close games. Auburn scored 88 points a game, Kentucky 67. Field goal, 51-47 Auburn. 3-point, 42-28 Auburn. Free throws, Kentucky 79-64 to Auburn. I think after the win, excuse me, the win over North Carolina, I think Auburn, they're hot. They are just, right there. Momentum on their side. I have them knocking off the 2 seed as well. So I have Auburn winning this game. So my final 4, as of right now, I'm picking Duke, Gonzaga versus Purdue and Auburn. If I had to predict the finals at this point, I'm going with Duke and Auburn. But I know it goes away from my bracket, and normally in these videos I come and follow my bracket. But my bracket blew up in day 1. I know we had the one perfect bracket, it finally blew up as well with the Purdue game, actually. So, but that's what makes this fun. I'm changing up my initial bracket. I like what I saw. Now I'm changing it up because Purdue and Auburn got hot here in the March Madness time. All right, so that will wrap up the NCAA Elite 8 preview and picks. Stay tuned to Robert Sports Show for the Final 4 and for the National Championship preview. If you're a NASCAR fan, the Xfinity Series race for this weekend and the Cup race are both up. Next week, we have the road to WrestleMania. We have the previews of wrestling galore for WrestleMania weekend. For you non-pro wrestling fans, what's the big deal about WrestleMania weekend? WrestleMania weekend is in New York City. Almost every wrestling company that is anybody have shows in New York that week. There's a total of 31 different wrestling shows in New York City during Thursday to Sunday. It calculates with the WrestleMania 35. It's kind of like March Madness, but for pro wrestling almost. I mean, it's a good way to look at it. You have the big shows, WWE WrestleMania, NXT TakeOver in New York, Ring of Honor and New Japan had their dual show going on, G1 Supercard. Then you have Impact Wrestling on Thursday night. Then you have all the little indie organizations doing their thing. Can't wait to watch it all, review it all. But so great things going on there. So make sure you check out the NCAA Final 4 preview and the championship preview next week. This is the Elite 8. And have enjoyed watching the games. I got to work today, so I'll try to catch a little bit of the action while I'm working. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.